I'm going to go ahead and hit that so that I don't forget.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can now.
Okay, am I like super loud? Do I need to chill out or what?
Nope. You could probably be a little louder. I think we're loud.
Okay. This darn pop filter won't get...
I'm telling you, we are moving to YouTube very soon, especially if we start doing it this way.
Oh my
Well, I was
goodness.
like, shoot, if we do this, I mean, that's the bonus content we were talking about.
There you go.
We better start ourselves a Patreon.
We were talking about that, Kahle.
Not a bad idea.
And the extra content would be this stuff.
Yeah.
We don't have to put them all up, but just if we have any particularly good ones.
Well, and then when we interview other authors, if we're doing it by Zoom, which
That would be cool.
was so super easy, you guys.
Yeah.
I love it. And it'll be interesting to see this. If I will probably get 3 separate files for audio. And it's great because there's nothing like on my file, there's nothing from the other 2. And so on Hillary, on your file, there won't be anything from us. And so
when
really
I laugh
easy.
like a crazy person, you can just cut it out.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Same for me. And when we talk over each other, we can clean it up so that we don't
You'll be
miss
like, which one
important
do I
stuff.
actually want to keep?
Exactly.
That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I might have to start paying for this.
Is that any clearer?
You sound good.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Sing for us, Kahle.
I will.
I know you would. That's what's great. Nice! Yes! Patreon content, here we come! That's the real stuff. That's what they're paying for right there.
Exactly, right there.
Little private concert.
Oh. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, it's been like 3 weeks, hasn't it?
It's been, yes.
Oh, gosh.
At least.
That's crazy.
Come on.
Gosh, dang.
You can't scratch on the door. You got to come in or go out.
Do you have a puppy too? Look at
Yes.
this. There he is. He found me.
Come on. I'll put you on the bed, but you got to
Are you trying to take the puppy? Is that your force hand?
No, that's just my freaking screwed into hand.
Oh my goodness.
That's where it is. Oh gosh, dog.
Come on. What do you
Yeah.
need? What do you want? As I walk around my house. Come on, I don't have time for you.
So what happened?
I had a screw that was like a dud screw, and so the screw is supposed to be tapered, so like to come to an even point like this.
Yeah.
But something was wrong with it, and it was shaped like this. So when I was holding this stud like this, like keeping it, holding the bracket up and the stud, and went like this, and it just started to drill in and then kicked up.
Oh
yeah.
See, like it hit there, it hit at the bottom and scraped up my glove, and then went into my hand.
Oh,
that's terrible.
And then I was like, and I said some really bad, naughty words. And then I hit reverse on the drill and pulled the screw out. Like I just backed the screw out and pulled my glove off. And like there wasn't really any blood. And I was like, oh, cool. And then it just went down my palm. And I was like, oh, crap.
Oh my gosh.
You're like, this is just my day job. I can't ruin my hands.
I freaking know, right?
Oh.
I had to cancel all my music lessons this week because I didn't know how bad it was going to be. I'm still working.
Terrible.
Totally random, but that reminds me. Do you know of anybody who wants to buy a ukulele?
Oh.
My sister has one she's selling.
How much? What kind?
I have no idea. She bought it off Amazon, so probably great for cheap students.
Garbage.
But
Okay.
Like that could be anything.
But I've now done my sisterly duty and I threw it out there.
Okay, well, if it's
Well
actually
done.
any good, the Andersons might be interested, so I might ask them, because
Okay.
right now their sons are sharing a ukulele. It's
Okay.
a
Are
nice
they
uke.
taking ukulele lessons from you?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cool.
She's coming up
I've been
tomorrow.
teaching
I'll
them
ask
for,
her
like-
to bring
I've been
details.
teaching them for like 15 months.
Wow.
Yeah. Ever since August of 2019, 28. Oh my gosh. I've been teaching them for almost 2 years.
I hope. Are they getting any better?
Holy crud. Yeah, oh yeah.
That's good.
I've been
Like he's
teaching
going to
them
go,
for 2 years.
no, they're
They're
worse.
terrible.
No, it's crazy. They're good. No, they're good. Oliver's getting really good. And Simon just started. And he's got a lot of talent with music. It's cool to see the difference even just in brothers. Like Simon has so much raw talent and Oliver has worked so hard to get where he is. And so it's interesting. I'm like, Oliver is better, but I think pretty soon Simon is going to be doing like within like 6 months, he'll probably be as good as his brother after like
Wow.
almost 2 years.
He just works so hard.
Yeah. So.
Well, we better jump in and use our
Yes.
time.
Yes.
I don't know if you guys...
Do we only have 20 minutes now?
My guess is the 40 minutes didn't start until he came on.
Oh, cool.
Because if it's just two
Mhm.
people, you don't have a time limit. You only get the time limit once you have 3 people. And it'll
Oh.
give us a 10-minute warning. So
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
I know for a writer's group, we end up leaving and restarting because we get kicked
Mhm.
out and then we just come back.
I
So
don't-
beat the system.
I don't know if will that work for us.
Fantastic.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. We
Okay.
would just have to come back into the room and then hit record again. But so on my screen, I've got Hillary on top, then me, then Kahle. Should we just go down that way to do our little intro
Sure.
when you say your name and stuff? And whatever you say, Hillary, that's what we'll say. So if you
Do you
just say
want
your
to
name,
intro
we'll just say our name.
Do you want to intro what we write on a regular basis, or yes or no? What do you think?
We could just say our names, don't you think?
All right.
Totally up to you.
I'm Hillary.
I'm Charity.
And I'm Kahle.
Welcome back to
Welcome.
Loose Leaf. So how's
We're still
everybody
figuring
been?
this out.
Yeah, and it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, we're just goofballs having a good time.
Does anybody even remember what our goals were the last time?
What if I
do.
don't want to remember what my goals were the last time?
What if I agree with Hillary like 100%?
So it sounds like I may be the only one who met my goal, right?
Hey. Yes.
Yes.
Well, my goal time frame isn't up, but I'm probably not going to be able to meet them all. So
Whew.
Well, the
my
trade-off
time frame
is
was till the end of November or till the end of October.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
The
Well,
trade-off
Yeah,
is
no.
my brain is mush. I made it, but I seriously cannot formulate 2 sentences in a row that make sense anymore.
Well, you sure formulated a lot of them. I'm reading the book, so.
this will be a very good podcast.
Yes.
Be prepared, the podcast of mush.
Well, I think okay. Number one, it's cool that Hillary and I are both having struggles with like meeting our goals right now, and Charity totally
Is
nailed her
rocking
goal.
it.
Yes.
She is so
And today
on.
we're talking about time management.
Yes.
I know. That's why I've been thinking about time management, though.
That's very
I'm like,
smart.
I'm having a problem.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing is I've had a problem too. All of my time has been geared toward the writing. So I think it's time management and balance. So I think there's something we can all learn from our last couple of weeks.
So none of us are balancing, is what you're saying.
I know
Yeah.
I'm not. My
No.
family
That
has
was-
not had a home cooked meal in quite a while.
I've got
that down.
I've got this toast, and the toast just keeps expanding, but I have the same amount of butter on the knife, and it's just so thin all over.
I see.
And I just keep raking it across the bread, and there just keeps being more bread and more bread.
Oh my goodness.
You look like the toast man by the time you're done. That's terrible. Hello,
So,
puppy.
Well,
That's what's going
Kahle,
on.
why don't you start then and tell us what kind of toast you have.
Well, okay. I thought it would be very wise to really, really commit, and I still agree, I think it has been wise, but to really commit to doing this a song for each day in October with my friend Ryan Speakman. It's been really successful. At least one of my songs I will be turning into a full-length song later down the road.
Cool.
I like it so much. I am probably more than half the plays on SoundCloud of listening to my own song.
That's awesome, though.
Nice.
I really liked it. That particular one.
You've only got a few days left too.
Yeah. And so I've got to finish strong, which that was frustrating in that, but it's okay. I still have this
we haven't mentioned he hurt his hand.
Yeah,
so.
I hurt my hand at work, so
Put a screw through his hand.
not through, but definitely all the way in.
Okay, then that's enough gore for us right now.
Yeah, that's okay. This is
Appreciate
not
that.
a cozy horror writing hour.
But anybody out there writing
Cozy
horror,
medical
hey, we'll get you in
dramas.
touch with Kahle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But what has happened is I have been actually letting myself get some sleep, and so I haven't had time. It's not true. This is me making excuses, but
Sleep is good.
my blocking has suffered dramatically.
Your nano
So
prep.
I am. Yes, it's pretty bad right now. I've got about 4 days to essentially prep.
Yeah. Well, and the great thing about nano is you start with what you have and then go with it. So don't let
It's all month long.
Yeah. Don't let that stress you too much. And, if you take a day during November and block, those words count.
Okay.
So-
That's good to.
Does that help you feel a little better?
A lot.
Okay, good.
All the
Well,
words.
yeah,
We love
that's-
all the words.
That's what's going on with me. My music time that I'm taking right now will become my writing time in November.
That's awesome.
So it's at least good that I've got the structure there for me.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, falling a little behind on my writing goals,
But you have other goals, and that's okay. I mean, life
Yeah.
happens. So that's cool. How about you, Hillary?
My goal is to finish a couple things through October, and I still haven't finished revising my story. So that is honestly my main goal. I really wanted to have my cozy mystery a little more written out, but I have more time on that one. So I'm just pushing it back a little bit, and well, not even necessarily, but yes, because I don't see how it's going to happen this week. I'm still hoping to I'm hoping to work like you and have my brain turned to mush because I'm working on my book so much and get it done this week. I mean, that's what I'm hoping to do, is to get in there and really be heavy on the revising. I've had a couple of things that I'm doing with family that have interfered with that, but it's like you said, we're talking balance and we're talking all this stuff. So they're important things. My in-laws are moving next door soon. So we've been prepping,
Yes.
and it takes time. So we've been traveling a little more too, which makes that also challenging. But We're working on it. We're working on it. They're legitimate reasons, but
Yes.
they still feel like excuses. So, here we are. That's why I've been thinking about time management.
Yeah. I think a lot of times on that side of the time management, it seems like it's easy to give our time away to our family, to our friends, to the other things we know we have to do.
Our in-laws.
Yes, because we still feel like, kind of going back to the author imposter theory, we still feel like what we want is not so important.
Yeah.
I like how in-laws are separate from family in that equation.
Okay, I have to be careful. She'll probably watch this. No, they are wonderful, and it's good that they're coming. But it feels separate from everything right now. Even it's like it's its own block of everything. So
yeah, moving.
It's a process. Hope she doesn't watch it.
I'll edit that part.
No.
Bless you.
I was kidding.
This is our Patreon content. She doesn't do that.
I think we really should get together and talk about doing that, because who knows? That could be could be a lot of fun. Join the leaf pile. That would be our.
Oh, man.
I love that you've already got a thing for it.
I love that so much.
Okay, so okay, I guess I should say what I've been doing. So yes, at least the last 2-3 weeks, I have done nothing but finish and revise. And just this past Saturday, I finished the second romance. And then today, I seriously spent about 5 hours preparing all the files for ARC reviewers and getting everything up and ready to go, because it goes live in 2.5 weeks. So I still—
Is it like the 15th?
It's the 13th. So I get locked out of Amazon on November 9th.
Oh, that's right.
So yeah, when you put things up for pre-order on Amazon, for those who don't know, you have to upload your file 72 hours before it goes live, so that Amazon can do its thing and review and make sure the formatting looks good and all that stuff.
Torture you and make you nervous and all that kind of stuff.
Yes. So I put up a file today because I didn't have anything at all. And I was like, okay, let's put this one up. I still do need to do final edits, but at least there's something there. So I feel a little bit lighter, not quite as terrified.
Something that won't make you cry.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully we'll find all the typos before the 9th. But in doing so, I mean, seriously, I take my son to school, I come home, I sit at my computer and just work on this thing. And the last one was a complete rewrite. So I had a story. And for me, this is really hard because once I have something in my head, that's it. But I was having to change everything. And so I would sit until I couldn't sit. And then I would wander around my house. I'd eat something, all kinds of stuff. I'd throw in a load of laundry. I'd do something, and then I'd come back, and I would just basically sit there all day until my alarm went off that said, go pick up your son. So it's sad that I have to set an alarm or I would forget to pick my son up.
Might be one of my time management things I was going to mention.
Yeah, setting an alarm is like,
important.
I gotta do this. But it's done, and so the worst part of it's done. So I feel a lot lighter, and if my brain would just start to work again, I'm actually excited to get into nano and start writing science fiction. I am not really planning anything out. So Kahle, you're blocking, I'm jealous of. I'm not going to worry about it because I can't think about it right now.
You're going to be a pantser this time.
Total pantser. Yeah, so it'll be interesting.
That's exciting.
So I guess technically when this goes live, we're going to be into nano unless we can manage to get together.
Super special awesome upload.
Yes. Oops, 10 minutes.
Oh,
so if we get cut off, we will just come back.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll save them all. That way we can feel like we covered what we needed. But yeah, if we can get together, that would be awesome, and I can cobble this in with that and get us caught up in the timeline. But
wait, getting together when?
Sometime, anytime.
Before,
like, I don't know if you guys did you say we couldn't this weekend? What
I
is
can't this weekend.
Yeah,
It's Halloween.
Hillary's gonna be out of town.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Halloween. I'm going to be at my mom's. I mean, I guess we could Zoom again.
Yeah, if you wanted to Zoom, even maybe if we'll try to keep it shorter and just do something. But time management. Let's get back
We're
to that real
so
quick.
good at short.
Yes. Hey, I can
Not
edit
at
it
all.
to short.
We're trying. We need to be trying. That's the whole point, is they're short, right?
So,
Yeah.
Hillary, you said you had some time management tips.
Tips. I have some time management thoughts.
Oh, good. That might be as close to tips as we get today.
Yeah. So basically my intention is to set some alarms and really define when my writing time is so that I don't let it go to other things. I found myself today, I had a plan and it was a good plan. And half the time I ended up searching through Pinterest because something caught my attention and I was scrolling through there, and then the time's almost gone. And then you go, well, shoot, it's not even worth opening my computer now.
Yeah.
So you just keep scrolling. I've been working on a couple of things. And so I've been divided anyway, but, yeah, essentially my goal and intention is to set some actual alarms, because there are certain things in my day that are pretty well set, and then just say, okay, this is your writing time, go use it, or you lose it. So that's my big intention right now, my big tip.
Okay.
But
awesome.
I don't know, I feel like when I don't do that, I really do lose it. In so many ways I'm losing it. But
Well,
the time,
yeah,
it just goes away. So
it goes very fast. So, Kahle, you said your current music time will become your writing time. So is that your main plan? Do you have other things that you are going to pull in to kind of help you get that time in that you need?
Well, I think I will probably have a lot of makeup time on the weekends is what it's going to run up to be. Especially like Sundays are normally a little bit of a more laid back day.
Yeah.
But during the week, I'm pretty much gone from the house about 12 hours. And so like from point of leaving to point of getting home is like 12 hours. And so when I get back, I've got about 3.5 to 4 good hours. And about 30 minutes of that is without Rowan being awake. So
and you need to spend that time with her while you can. Rowan's his little
balance.
Exactly.
Well, and I think that's a good plan, though, that
especially
that on the weekends you're going to do a little bit of makeup work. I think that's great that's your plan.
Well, and it's okay to go slow too. I mean, you don't have to be pushing out a ton of it all at once. So make that the plan and embrace the plan and be happy with the plan. I mean, that's good.
So I think some of my tips would be kind of like what you guys have said. You pick a time. I know I always do better when I say this time usually it's from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock or from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. I say that's my writing time, and you have to really focus. And I was reading some different things online, and they were saying these were all for working from home during COVID online. And they were saying use single tasking. And I think that's what I actually do when I sit down to write, is I actually turn off the Wi-Fi on my computer so I don't fall down that Pinterest hole.
What?
And I actually put my phone somewhere else, and I turn the sound off so that I don't hear, because I think we're programmed when our phone buzzes with a text, we are programmed to automatically answer it. And then before we know it, 20 minutes have gone by because, it's in my hand. I answered that. Well, I'm waiting for them to reply. I'm going to check Facebook and I'm going to, whatever. So
a million things.
Yeah. So that would be my biggest tip, is turn off your Wi-Fi, put your phone somewhere else, and just focus on I'm just writing right now. And the way I handle when I get to something I don't know is I put the little blank line, and sometimes I'll just put parentheses and go figure out this person's name or figure out what this looks like, and then just keep going.
Yeah, I've had people talk about putting in keywords for those kind of things too, or things that would never be in your book: elephant, parachute, whatever it is. Maybe that's not at all what it is. Maybe those are in your book all the time. Exactly. But pick something random like that way you can search it at the end and be like, okay, there's one. Okay, there's another one, and then go through and figure out those little details, because sometimes those are just so much easier to figure out after you're done.
Yeah. And if your story changes, you may not even need them.
It's true. The only other tip that I have is really just to sit down and do it. That's been the thing that I've heard the most in my classes that I've been taking, and the life advice that I have, the people who are successful and the people who are talented and just want to do it. The difference is that the successful people did it. Yeah. They sat down, they made it happen. They did the work. And I mean, there's amazingly talented people out there who can probably do better work than a lot of us, but they're not doing it. Yeah. So,
I found that quote. We were talking about that. It was Benjamin Franklin said a version of it. And he was saying, Benjamin Franklin had one, and then Albert Einstein also had one. And he said, Albert Einstein's was genius is 1% creativity and 99% hard work. And I wrote it down, and of course I don't have it with me, but it's something like that.
I love that. Oh, there's the dog. All my family came home.
They almost made it.
They almost made it. What's the other one? The Benjamin Franklin one.
It was basically the same thing, but they were very close. So my guess is one with Albert Einstein was reading Benjamin Franklin and went, oh.
We may have talked about that in our last podcast, honestly.
Yeah, the one going tomorrow. I'm so confused.
Did they lower the age?
No, maybe it'll be 18 to 40. I'm going to be 18.
Oh my gosh. My littlest girl says by the time of the next presidential election, she is going to be able to vote.
Oh, your friend.
Is that not the weirdest thing ever?
Yes.
Cool.
I have 3 old enough to vote.
Wait, I want to say hi.
That's so weird.
Hello.
Hi.
We'll vote together.
Oh, and one more. Here you go. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
That's the dog we're sitting. Not Jack, the dog. So
we're about to get kicked off. Do you guys want to come back in for maybe 5 minutes, and we'll kind of do a wrap up? And
sure, same link.
Yeah. Once it kicks us off, I'll just restart it. I was like, was that us kicking it off? Sorry. Blah.
Okay.